أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ya Ahlul Quran. I hope and pray that you are all in the best state of health and increasing state of Iman. Ameen. Alhamdulillah. So inshallah today we are going to learn the makhraj of Shafataan, that is lips. Before that inshallah let's have a quick revision of Makhraj al-Halaq which we completed yesterday. Okay, few sisters has sent their recitation of these, alhamdulillah, these letters, and I have also assessed them. And if any of you think that your letters of huruf al-halqi are not correct, you can also send it to me privately inshallah. Okay, alhamdulillah. Fine. So inshallah let's now look into what we have learned yesterday already, that is Makhraj al-Halaq. The throat has three articulation points of 6 letters because the throat is actually divided into 3 parts. The first part is the adna al-halaq, top part of the throat, from where we pronounce 2 letters ghain and kha. Ghain and kha. We're pronouncing letter kha. The air or the breath is also involved. That is why it sounds like kha. Okay. And while reciting ghain, we should not involve any air or breath in while pronouncing this letter, and it should be pronounced heavily. Both these letters are pronounced heavily. These are the full mouth letters. Okay, and from the middle part of our throat, that is called as wasatul halaq, we pronounce 2 letters ain and ha. Okay, ain and ha. The important thing which we have to remember here is pushing our epiglottis backward. Ain ha. The ha has a very sharp sound. Inshallah, the ha should not be converted into the letter ha, which is pronounced from aqsal halaq, and ain should not be converted into the hamza, which is pronounced from aqsal halaq. Okay, both the letters are light. The last part of our throat is called as aqsal halaq, that is the throat which is very far from the mouth area, but it is near to the chest area. It is the deepest part of the throat, and from there we are pronouncing 2 alphabets, hamza and ha. Okay, and they are pronounced from the depth of our throat, alhamdulillah, and they are also light letters. In huruf al-halaqi, only the letter ghain and kha are the full mouth letters, which should be pronounced heavily by doing isti'ala. Isti'ala means rising the back portion, the last part of our tongue, towards the upper soft palate. That will create a narrowness in our mouth, and that is why these 2 letters will sound heavily, ghain and kha. There are 7 huruf al-musta'aliya, that is heavy letters. Inshallah, whenever we learn new letters, you can write it in the sifat column whether they are light or they are heavy. Okay, these 2 letters are heavy letters. Alhamdulillah, this was what we learned yesterday, that is the makhraj al-halaq, the articulation point of halaq, which has 3 main articulation points with 6 letters. Alhamdulillah, today inshallah we'll learn the makhraj al-shafatain or al-shafatan. It can be called either al-shafatain or al-shafatan. It means 2 lips is called as al-shafatan. Okay, now let's see what is makhraj al-shafatan, the articulation point from where these 4 letters are recited. It is the lips. Which are those 4 letters? Letter ba, mim, fa and waw. Okay, in these 4 letters we pronounce 3 letters with the help of both our lips, and only 1 letter, that is letter fa, is pronounced from only the lower lip. Okay, not the upper one. Inshallah, now we will learn these letters separately. Okay, separately, yani each letter's makhraj will learn separately with its sifat inshallah. Okay, the first letter which we are going to learn is the letter fa. Okay, the screen is visible. Kindly check your internet, dear sister, or you'll have to update the Zoom. Okay, fine, inshallah. Okay, first inshallah let's learn the letter fa. Okay, the fa is articulated between the inside of the lower lip and the tips of the 2 front incisors. From this image you can understand, here there are 4 incisor teeth in the upper side and the lower side of our jaw. Okay, in the upper jaw and the lower jaw inside our mouth, we have 4 incisor teeth that are in a square kind of shape. Okay, everyone can see it is just behind your lips. Okay, these 4 incisor teeth, from that the upper 2 incisor teeth are used to pronounce the letter fa. What we have to do is we should touch the corners. These are the corners, right? Corners of the upper incisor teeth towards the against the lower lip. Okay, just like how we pronounce the letter F in English. Okay, so to say the word fat, we pronounce the F like fa, right? Just like the Arabic alphabet fa. Okay, what we have to do? Upper incisor teeth, 2 upper incisor teeth should touch the lower lip. Okay, the inner part of lower lip, it should touch the inner part. You can see from this image there is an outer part of lip. The outer part is the place where we apply the lipstick or lip balm or something. The wet part is inside. Okay, the wet part is inside. Especially it is not so wet, it is not very inside. Okay, it should not be very inside. Like if this is your lip, it should not be very inside, just where the wet part of your lip starts. The dry part is outside, where you apply the lipstick or something. That is the dry part. The wet part is very inside, and from there we have to touch the corners of our upper 2 incisor teeth, which in Arabic we call sanaya ulia, but we don't have to remember this terminologies of teeth in Arabic. It is okay, you can remember it in your own languages. Okay, the 2 upper incisor teeth, the corner of it will touch the inner side, that is called as a wet part of your lower lip. Okay, how to pronounce it? We should press your teeth against your lower lip, and you have to exhale yani the lot of breath should come out, because when you recite the letter fa, keep your palm nearer to your lip area and see the lot of air comes out, and that is why it is called as a hums letter. But inshallah we will not be discussing the sifat separately called hums etc of the different letters, inshallah. So just keep your palm nearer to your lip and pronounce fa, fa, fa. You can see the lot of air is coming out. That is why we have to include the air while pronouncing this letter fa. Okay, and in sifat column we can write that it is a light letter. We pronounce it very lightly. Okay, alhamdulillah. I'll repeat this again. It is the very easiest letter. All the letters of Shafataan are very easy because there is an alternate to it in English also. Okay, fa is pronounced just like the English letter F. Okay, and how to pronounce it? The 2 upper incisor teeth, the corner of 2 upper incisor teeth touches the wet side of wetter part of your lower lip. Okay, you have to press it against the lower lip and then exhale. You have to take your breath out of your mouth, and that is why it will sound like fa, fa. It is a hums letter which has the continuation of breath in it. In sifat you can for now just write that it is a light letter. Okay, it is also having a sifat called hums. Hums means the continuation of the breath, where the breath is involved while pronouncing this letter fa. Okay, you can write if you want that fa. The continuation of the breath takes place in it, but still if you just don't want to confuse between hums, jahar and all those things, just write it is a light letter. Alhamdulillah, it is the very easiest because it is just like the English letter fa, and I hope you all understood it clearly. If we add vowels to it, it will sound fa, fi, fu, fa, fi, fu. Okay, alhamdulillah. So now inshallah let's see the next letter, that is ba. How to pronounce the letter ba? Ba is similar to the English letter B. It is just exactly same like the English letter B. How to pronounce it? By pressing your both lips together. Okay, both the lips should close. Okay, when we close it together, and the closing should be a bit stronger than the letter meme, which we'll be going to learn in the next slide. We have to close both our lips, press it and sound the letter ba, 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 bee, boo, ba, bee, boo. Okay, it is also very easy because it is just same like the English letter B. If we add B, A to letter B, it sounds a ba, right? If you just say bat, In the same way, it is just like the English letter B, but make sure that you close your lips bit tighter than the letter M. Okay, than the letter Meme, which we are going to learn later, inshallah. In the Sifat column, you will write that it is a light letter, and you also write that it has a sifat called qalqala. Okay, because this is a sifat which we are going to learn inshallah when we will learn about sakin. Okay, so now you write it has a sifat called qalqala. Okay, and this way you just write it has a sifat called qalqala. For now you will not understand what is qalqala, but later inshallah you will understand it. Actually the bouncing of the sound of the letters are called as qalqala. Why to do it and why are we doing qalqala on 5 letters, you will understand it when inshallah we'll learn the sakin rule. Okay, for now you just write in sifat qalqala. After the completion of the course, when you open your notes, you will understand why we do qalqala on letter ba. Okay, alhamdulillah. So I'll repeat it again. This is a very easiest letter. It is similar to the English letter ba. You have to press both the lips together and release them. In this way you produce the sound ba, 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 ba. Okay, and it is a light letter, has a property or a quality called qalqala when it has sakin on it. Okay, when it is sakina, in the state of sakina, it has a property called qalqala. Inshallah, what is sakin and what is qalqala, you will understand it later. Fine, alhamdulillah. So now inshallah let's see the makhraj of the letter meme. How is the letter meme pronounced? The letter meme is pronounced just like how we pronounce letter ba, but while we close both the lips, the closing should not be so tight. We can just hold it very lightly. Meme, ma, mimu, and it is exactly like how we pronounce the letter M in English. Okay, the letter M. And this letter meme in sifat column you write it is a light letter and it has a special quality. In the whole Arabic alphabets there are only two letters which has a special quality called ghunna, the nasalization, and meme is one among those two letters. Okay, meme has a special quality called nasalization or ghunna, because if you close your nostrils you will not be able to pronounce the meme clearly. You all can do that now. Just close your nostrils and say meme. See, it is not pronounced because when you pronounce the letter meme you need the nasal cavity, because especially when you pronounce the meme with sakin and with tajdeed, the sound stops at your mouth and it comes out from your nasal cavity. Okay, the sound of the meme stops at your lip. Okay, and it comes out from nasal cavity. This special property is called as ghunna. Okay, ghunna, here it is, you can take this in your note, it is called as ghunna, that means nasalization. Okay, if you want to write in English you can write nasalization or you can just write ghunna. Okay, alhamdulillah. This is also a very easy letter, but it has a special quality called ghunna, that is nasalization. The sound stops here at the mouth and comes out from the nasal cavity. Okay, without nasal cavity you will not be able to pronounce it. You can pronounce any word in English also, just like you can pronounce the word moon. By closing your nose you will not be able to pronounce it clearly because it needs the nasal cavity. The sound of the M and meme comes out from nasal cavity. Alhamdulillah. It is also very easy. I'll repeat it again by pressing both the lips, not so tightly, not so tightly like the letter ba, just you have to press it, but it has a special quality called nasalization, and that is why the sound of the meme stops at your mouth and comes out from your nasal cavity, especially when it has sakin and tashdeed on it. Okay, the ghunna, which we say the nasalization, it is more strong when it has tajdeed on it, especially while we do emphasize on it, just like if you see in surah Naba, amma yatasaalun, amma. For this, to pronounce meme with emphasizing, you need to do 2 haraka gunna, that is nasalization for 2 count, and that whole sound is coming out from your nasal cavity. Okay, Alhamdulillah, this letter is also very easy, and we have completed learning 3 letters of Shafataan, and now we are going to learn the last letter, that is wow. It is just like the English word wow. Okay, how we say wow by encircling your lips. Main mistake the students do while reciting this letter wow is including the teeth to pronounce the letter wow. You should not pronounce it like the letter fa. The fa, to recite the letter fa, we actually touch the corners of our upper incisor teeth to the lower lip, right? To pronounce the letter fa, we touch the corners or the head of the upper incisor teeth to the lower lip. In the same way, we cannot pronounce the letter wow. It should not sound va. It should not have vibrating sound, but for that you'll have to pronounce wow, you just have to encircle your lips. Here is an image, you can see, you have to just encircle your lips and open it. Wow, wow. And if you add harakas, that is vowels to it, it will sound wa, we, woo. And while pronouncing it with haraka, that is vowels, even then your lips should be encircled. Wa, wa. Make it like a small circle and then open it. Wa, wa, we, woo. And the letter is called as wow. Wow. Just like you pronounce the letter wow pronounce the word wow in English. Okay. Alhamdulillah. The wow which we are learning now is a wow without mad. Okay. The unlengthened wow, which is called as ghair maddiya, because whenever wow will have sakin on it, it will convert into huruf al-mad and huruf al-leen. That will inshallah learn while we'll be learning the ruling of sakin. Okay, so in the sifat column, you'll just write that it is a light letter and pronounced by encircling your 2 lips. Fine. Alhamdulillah, we have completed all the letters of Makhraj Shafataan. It was really very easy because all this letter has an alternative in their English language, right? Alhamdulillah. So I'll repeat all this thing again. After that, inshallah, let's practice, and also you can ask your doubts at the end. Fine. Okay, Makhraj Shafatan, the lips are called as Shafatan, and these letters are called as Huruf Shafawi. Huruf means letters in Arabic, right? Huruf. Huruf means letters in Arabic. Shafawi. Shafawi. Shafawi means lips. Okay, Shafawi, you can write this if you want. Huruf Shafawi are 4, or you can write the lip letters are 4. Okay, Huruf Shafawi are 4, that is ba, mim, fa, and wow. To pronounce 3 letters, we use both the lips, and to pronounce 1 letter, that is fa, we only use 1 single lip, that is our lower lip. Alhamdulillah. Fine. So let's see again. Letter fa is pronounced by touching the corners of upper incisor teeth, touches the wetter part of lower lip. Wetter part, okay? The dry part is that where you apply your lipstick. It is very dry, just you can feel it by your hand. Wetter part is bit inside, and it should not be so inside. From this image you just see, it should not be here. It should be here from where the wetter part just starts. Okay, Alhamdulillah, it is a light letter and you have to exhale. It means you have to include your breath while pronouncing this letter fa. Next letter is ba. You have to pronounce. How is it pronounced? By closing both your lips, pressing it against each other. The pressing should be a bit stronger than pronouncing the letter meme. Okay, and it has a special property called qalqalah. While the letter ba has sakin on it, we pronounce it with qalqalah. What is qalqalah? We'll learn inshallah further when we'll be learning about sakin. Okay, Alhamdulillah, it is also a light letter. All the letters of Shafatan are light. Okay, fine. The next is letter meme. This is pronounced by pressing both your lips, not so stronger like letter ba. And here the voice, the sound of the letter meme stops at your mouth, stops at your lip, and comes out from your nasal cavity. And so this has a special quality called nasalization, or you can say ghunna in Arabic. Okay, and this nasal cavity is called as al-khayshum, which we had learnt in Makhraj al-Muqaddar, right? The nasal cavity. We'll study about this further while we'll be learning about ghunna. Okay, in Tajweed rulings, Alhamdulillah, this is also a light letter. The property is nasalization. Alhamdulillah, the letter Waw, we encircle both our lips and open it. Wa, wa, we, woo, to pronounce this letter Waw. And the Waw which we are learning here is unlengthened Waw, that is called as Waw al-Ghair Maddiya. Okay. Al-Waw Ghair Maddiya we are learning, and what is Maddiya and what is Ghair Maddiya, you will understand it well. We'll be learning Sakin rules. For now, you just take it as a Huruf al-Shafawi, a letter pronounced from lip by encircling both your lips, inshallah. Fine. Alhamdulillah, all these letters are light. Ba has qalqala, property called qalqala, and Mim has a property called nasalization, that is ghunna. Okay, so now inshallah we'll recite these 4 letters. Fine, I'll turn your mics on, then we can recite these letters inshallah. Okay, first let's recite the letter Ba with Fatha, Dhamma and Kasra. Okay, Babibu, Babibu. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Now let's inshallah see the next letter Meme. It is also very easy. Meme, Mamimu. Meme, Mamimu. Excellent. Now let's see Fa, Fifu. Fa, Fifu. Okay, excellent. Now inshallah let's see Wow, but make sure you have to encircle your lips, okay? You should not use your teeth. Wow, wee woo. Wow, wee woo. MashaAllah, excellent. Alhamdulillah, Barakamullah Fikum. If you have any doubts in this, you can ask. Any doubts in Makhraj Shafataan? Any doubts in these 4 letters? These are the very easiest letters actually, but if you have any doubts, you can ask. There is no problem. Any doubts? You can turn your mics on if you want to ask any question. Ji, Sister Amreen.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yes, sister.
Sister, the letter Ba is, you have told that it is a light letter as well as khalkhala.
Yeah.
Its property is khalkhala.
Yeah, its property is qalqala when it has sakin on it.
Sakin means
no, but sakin is not wobble. Okay, sakin is not wobble. Inshallah, you will learn it after 2 to 3 classes. We'll learn what is sakin. You will understand there very well. Okay.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay, sister. Jazakallah.
Okay, wa iyaki khair. Alhamdulillah. Barakallahu feekum. Any other doubts in these letters which we have learnt now, and also which we have learnt yesterday? If you have any doubts in that, you may ask. No doubts. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So inshallah now we will just look into the introduction of al-lisan. Fine, because all the remaining 18 letters are pronounced using our tongue. Actually, not just the tongue should touch somewhere to pronounce these letters, right? Just for example, if you take an example of letter L, only the tongue is not enough to pronounce the letter L. It should touch somewhere. That is, it is touching the gums of your upper incisor teeth, and then you can pronounce the letter L clearly, right? In the same way, we have to know which are the touching points also. So inshallah, we'll today just see the introduction to al-lisan. Okay, fine. Remaining 18 letters of Arabic are all pronounced using our tongue. All the remaining, we have said that there are 28 Arabic letters excluding the letter alif, because when we add haraka to it, it converts into hamza. Hamza and alif is just same. That is why we are excluding alif, and we will keep that only for as a huruf al-mad. For now, there are 28 letters in which we completed 6 letters of halaq and 4 letters of ash-shafataan. So that is 10 letters, and the remaining 18 letters are pronounced using our tongue. Okay, these are those 18 letters. You'll feel difficult to memorize or keep in mind all these 18 letters. That is why you should just know the huruf al-halaqi, hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, kha, huruf al-shafatan, ba, mim, fa, waw. Okay, the remaining 18 comes from your tongue. Alhamdulillah. The tongue is divided into many parts, so we will only learn the important parts. Okay, it is divided into 10 different makhraj, but will not go so with a difficult thing. We will just see the very easiest thing, and we'll just divide the tongue into only 4 parts and your upper jaw into 4 parts. It will be very easy for you to understand, inshallah. Okay, fine, alhamdulillah. This is your tongue, right? This is your tongue, and there are many terminologies here written, and we will focus only on 4 things, which is very important for you to recite the letters. Alhamdulillah. Okay, just like how we learned adinal halaq, wasatul halaq, aqsal halaq, right? In the same way, the last part of the tongue, the posterior part of the tongue, which is nearer to your throat area, is called as aqsal lisan. Now lisan means tongue. Okay, lisan means tongue in Arabic. So the last part, the posterior part of your tongue, which is far away from your lip area, that is called as aqsal lisan, just like we learnt aqsal halaq. Okay, and the middle part of your tongue, it is called wasatul lisan, just like we learnt wasatul halaq. Okay, these two terminologies are easy because we have already learned that in the previous class. This is aqsal lisan and this is wasatul lisan, it is in the middle. And the last part which you have to focus is the tip of your tongue, the complete tip or the head of your tongue, the tip of the tongue, and we call it as torful lisan. Torful lisan. Okay, torful lisan, inshallah. These are the 3 important parts, which is the first one, aqsal lisan, wasatul lisan, and torful lisan. Okay, if you want to write it in English, it is posterior part of your tongue, the middle part of your tongue, the tip of the tongue. Okay, alhamdulillah. And another important part which you have to remember is very easy, that is the sides or edges of your tongue, called as hafatul lisan. Okay, hafatul lisan. Alhamdulillah. It is enough if you just remember these 4 parts of a tongue. Okay, we'll not go into the anatomy, we'll just remember these 4 parts either in English or in Arabic. It is up to you. Aqsal lisan, wasatul lisan, torful lisan, hafatul lisan. Hafatul lisan means sides or the edges of the tongue. A letter called dod is pronounced from this place, and it is something which is not there in any other language. Even in English and also in Urdu, there is no letter like dod. Okay, in Urdu there is a letter called zod, similar to letter dod. We actually pronounce this and this same, but actually it is different. It looks similar, but the pronunciation is different. So we should not read the word walabdallin as well as zallin. It is not zallin. The meaning of the word completely changes if we pronounce it like the English letter Z. It is dod. Okay, and for that you have to know this edges of your tongue, because only one letter is recited from the edges of your tongue. Another letter is lam, which is recited from the edges, which is nearer to the head region. Okay, that is just like the English letter L, but dod has no similarities in any other language, so you have to remember these 2 edges of your tongue. Okay, what are the parts of tongue which we have to remember? The aqsal lisan, posterior part, 2 letters are recited from this side. Wasatul lisan, the middle part, 3 letters are recited from this part. Torful lisan, let's come to that later. Hafatul lisan, 2 letters are pronounced, letter da. Letter lam is pronounced using torful lisan and hafatul lisan both, and we can consider that also, inshallah, letter lam. The remaining letters, okay, 3 plus 2 plus 2, 7 letters are recited from other parts of tongue, and remaining 11 all are pronounced from the tip of your tongue. Okay, aqsal lisan, 2 letters, wasatul lisan, 3 letters, torful lisan, 11 letters, and hafatul lisan, 2 letters. okay, in which the letter lam is recited both using tarful lisan and hafatul lisan. Alhamdulillah, it is very easy. You can remember it either in English or in Arabic. Fine. This is your upper palate. Okay, if you just see in a mirror, the upper palate, the roof above your tongue area is called as upper palate. Okay, upper roof. Alhamdulillah. So this is the roof area. Okay, this is the roof area. These are our teeth. This is the root of your teeth, and these are the gums of your teeth. Just remember it in your own language. We have teeth, which has the back part, which has the root, which has the gums, right? You already know these things. And there are molar and premolar teeth. We have gums of that too, alhamdulillah. These things you already know, right? The things which we have to remember, which is new to you, is the hard palate and the soft palate. Only these two things you have to remember now, because you already know what is teeth, you already know your gums, you already know the back part of your teeth, and you know your molar and premolar teeth, okay, which are like square shape with the deviation inside. You already know that, right? What we have to remember now is only the soft palate and the hard palate. How to remember these two things is, soft palate is very soft and it is at the back portion of your nearer to the back portion of your tongue. Here is your tongue, just above it is a soft palate. If you want to feel, just put your finger inside your mouth and feel the softness above there. It is very soft, and from there we recite two letters. One is letter qaf and kaf, that includes both the soft and the hard palate. So don't go on the letters now, you just remember there is a soft palate which feels very soft, and there is a hard palate which feels very hard. Okay, just if your, this is your teeth and this is your gums, just here there is a hard palate. You can see it is very hard. It is a place where nasal cavity and oral cavity is separated by a bone. Okay, you can see very hard over there, and that is your hard palate. Fine, very easy. I'll repeat all these things again inshallah, because tomorrow we'll repeat this again, and then we will go to the actual Arabic alphabets. Okay, inshallah. From this image I'll let you know. Fine. Okay, these are your teeth. These are your teeth. 4 incisor teeth and 2 canine teeth. Okay, and these teeth which are here is actually the molar and premolar teeth, right? These are the molar and premolar teeth, and they are attached with their roots, and it has gums. You can see the gums here, you can see the gums here. These all things are just gums, right? Alhamdulillah. Which is the hard palate? This is the hard palate. You just put your finger inside your mouth and see, it is very hard here. And which is the soft palate? This is the soft palate. Okay, I think from this image it is very well for you to understand. This is torful lisan, tip of the tongue. This is wasatul lisan, the middle part of the tongue, and here at the end is the last part of our tongue. Okay, alhamdulillah, we'll learn this all again tomorrow inshallah. And yeah, lots of doubts cleared, alhamdulillah. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is clearing all your doubts, alhamdulillah. Barakallahu feekum. Alhamdulillah. So inshallah tomorrow we'll discuss this again, and then start learning about the 18 Arabic alphabets. We'll not learn all the 18 together. Inshallah we'll divide them into two halves, and we'll learn few letters tomorrow and few letters day after tomorrow. And after that inshallah we'll start our tajweed rulings, that called as haraka, that is vowels, sakin, mutaharrik, all those things inshallah. Alhamdulillah, jazakumullahu khairan for your feedbacks, dear sister. So inshallah let's end the meeting now. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun ala al-mursaleen, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullahu khairan.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ji wa antum fa jazakumullahu khairan.